Like and subscribe, everybody. Welcome back.
Should you play Valheim if you're new to survival games? Well, we need to make our way to Valhalla by being brutally murdered and find out. Valheim, everybody. Valheim. Welcome. Valheim is one of those games that I came into knowing close to nothing about. The only thing I knew about it was that it was a new game about Vikings, and that it had positive reviews on Steam. Having no expectations from the get-go, it highly surpassed everything that I thought it might be. Jumping into this game, I was like, hopefully it's nothing like the Viking exploitation films of the 70s, you know, like Tarkon, Viking Blood. The one with the puppet-ass looking ass octopus that's all like, hey, I'm gonna grab that dick. And the guy's like, I'm not really into tentacle porn, sorry. I guess he was into tentacle porn. You know that movie? I know that the game was rated highly on Steam, as I said earlier, but I still had my initial doubts about it. You can never be too sure with anything that's about Vikings, you know? I mean, look at the 13th Warrior, which is basically a Viking movie with blackface in it.
What the hell are you saying?
Good job. Good job. Done it again, Hollywood. Yep, that is 100% racism right there. They let it slide because Antonio Banderas is playing a Middle Eastern dude, and since he's Spanish, they let it go. Holy shit! Thank God that the game wasn't anything like the 13th Warrior, though. The game's more like the Icelandic Swedish Raven trilogy. But those movies, I was like, I've seen enough Viking movies to know that these movies are probably going to suck. And then I watched the first Raven movie and was like, holy shit, and proceeded to watch both of the subsequent movies. I love them just as much. This game's like all three of those movies in terms of entertainment value, but it's also not a movie at all, nor does it deal with the concept of Christianity taking over the Nordic belief system. But it's still basically the same thing. They both have beards. There's Vikings in both of them. There's trees. As soon as you spawn into Valheim's randomly generated world, you're thrown into the middle of these 5 statues. Oh shit, let's go. And the first thing you're told is that you're hunting down these 5 different monsters, and you're giving the location of the first one, which had me thinking, holy shit, this is Shadow of the Colossus. Is this Shadow of the Colossus? Oh, this ain't Shadow of the Colossus, but it's still pretty neat. This is so sick. I'm so happy with what I'm playing right now. They do a good job at having, I think it's either Hugin or Munin guide you. For those of you who are new to Nordic mythos, Hugin and Munin are the ravens that fly around the world and bring knowledge to Odin, aka Odin's sleazy pervert ravens. How do they know all of Earth's information if they aren't looking at you shower? Huh? Everybody, no. Odin, don't you be spying on me no more. Don't you dare be spying on me no more, Odin. I'm gonna kill your ravens. I'm gonna kill your slutty pervert ravens. Look at him with his slimy, disgusting wings, providing me extremely useful information. After talking to this celestial raven, you're then left to your own volitions to try and figure out how to kill the first beast. But before you do that, you're all like, holy shit, I have nothing, and these graphics are pixelated as fuck, but this game is absolutely beautiful. How the hell were the developers like, this would look good, and then actually managed to make it look good? The designers of RuneScape are probably in their meetings looking at this game like, Bill,
Yes, Paul?
this shit fucks.
You should 100% fucks.
If you haven't caught on yet, this is a survival game. I know some of you are probably like, I'm tired of all these survival games. But before you continue to complain, please realize that you sound like this.
Don't touch me! Get away from me!
The game's also an RPG, which I figured out after running around with my half-naked body for a while. I learned to punch trees, get wood, and build this masterpiece of a house. I know, I'm amazing. I've studied architecture for exactly 2 minutes.
That's one nice house.
And now I am a master builder, the master builder.
You built this house?
No.
It's terrible.
The game does a great job at making progression feel fluid in the way in which your character acquires skills and levels up. If you want to get good at hitting things, you hit things. If you want to get good at running, you run. And if you want to get good at the bow...
You know.
No! What the fuck, bro? This is so hard. Never mind, you don't ever really get good at the bow. I spent most of this game playing it with my good old friend Mr. Tim Tam Tommy, who made a guest appearance back in the day. Tim Tam Tommy, everyone, give it up! And multiplayers only increase the quality of love I feel towards this game. Exploring with friends hasn't been this good in the survival genre of gaming since The Forest. The game with them spooky, scary monsters roaming around. Ew. Too spooky for me. Multiplayer makes you feel a little less lonely, but you don't feel safe. Valheim, especially initially, shrouds itself in mystery when it comes to its difficulty level. It doesn't really give you a gauge into how hard anything's going to be. You don't realize where the game's going until you're getting ready for the first boss. This is when you figure out that Valheim is pure genius and has you going like, was this game created by Albert Einstein's grandchild, Bernard Caesar Einstein? And then has you like, no, he sadly passed away in 2008. And this game was actually made by Iron Gate Studios, which has nothing to do with Einstein or his grandchildren. Valheim makes you build up to getting a bow before you can kill the first boss. But it's never like, go get a bow and then fight the first boss. It's more like, I need to kill a deer in order to get its head, in order to summon the first boss. Oh shit, I can't kill a deer because they keep running away from me. I need to make something and be sneaky to kill a deer. So that's what you do. No. Did you have to shoot like way farther up than the deer is?
Oh, I found a deer.
Oh bro, I accidentally killed one! It doesn't tell you, but it intelligently guides you in the right direction. Once you finally kill the first boss, you unlock the bulk of the game. You figure out the game's actually a lot harder than you initially expected. Valheim goes from, here's the first boss's exact location, to go into the Black Forest and figure out what to do. And then you go into the Black Forest and are like,
Bruh, I couldn't even kill one skeleton.
the game's hard, like really hard. It makes me feel like I'm fighting a boss in Dark Souls 2 for the first time, like this time specifically from 6 years ago to be exact.
Oh my fucking gosh, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
You never know what to expect from enemies, and they all do a ridiculous amount of damage when you start this game. You need to know how to manage your stamina bar and hope that you've leveled up whatever weapon you're using enough to do actual damage to any of the enemies. All of the enemies also take different types of damage. You know, skeletons don't like blunt damage. These tree people don't like slicey damage or fire. You also figure out that the map that you thought was this big is actually this big.
Dude, scroll out of the map.
Wait, how do you do that?
Scroll
Oh my
all the way
god,
out.
what the fuck? And there are dungeons sprawled around the world, all with different monsters and treasures. Going into these dungeons, you never really know what to expect, and sometimes on your travels you'll come across caves like this, and grow a pair of balls so large that they exceed the growth of Randy Marsh's balls. Oh my god!
I just ran out. I just almost won.
Oh my god, it almost killed me! Yeah, this game's horrifying. So without spoiling much else, since I do think that the majority of the greatness of this game comes from not knowing what to expect, should you play Valheim if you've never played a survival game? This is definitely one of my favorite Viking movies, on par with the 13th Warrior. 100% racism.
Reflecting the sun, or make a bed of green atop a white